Pets are such a wonderful and important part of so many of our lives, and really there's nothing like the bond between you and your animal. For some of us, though, getting a dog or a cat just isn't an option for any number of reasons. But that doesn't mean that you can't have a pet. There are alternatives. Small animals like rabbits, guinea pigs, ferrets, and even rats make great pets too. And here to tell us, as part of our My Pet series, is Dr. Micah Colas from Oxbow Animal Health. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
This is really great to show some alternatives to some folks at home. Why would small pets be a great option for people?
That's a great question. A lot of people just don't think of these as a great small pet, but these animals have just as much ability to bond with owners and to be a part of the family as a dog and cat can. They're very, very giving, very interactive, and really fairly easy to take care of, which makes them a great first pet for a young family or maybe a family with a dog and a cat who wants to try something different or give their child that kind of first responsibility of taking care of a pet.
Now, I have a Chihuahua. I've talked about him on the show before. I've had him for 13 years. I love that when I come home, he recognizes me, he gets all excited. We have this really great bond. Can you get a bond like that from a small pet?
Absolutely. You know, these animals are just as capable of the human-animal bond that you're talking about as a dog or a cat. And sometimes I think more so. These animals are very, very perceptive. They'll pick up on when you and I are having a good day or when we've come home. I have clients tell me how their child comes home from a rough day at school and they'll find them in their bedroom playing on the floor with their guinea pig, finding comfort there, or the rabbit who will sit on the couch with you when you've had a rough day. They're very perceptive, a lot like a dog and a cat, because of that bond and because of that relationship that you can form with these guys.
Now, of course, as folks at home can see, you've brought some great options for us. Who is this guy up front here?
This is Ember. Ember is a Hoto rabbit. Hoto rabbits typically are around 2.5 to 3 pounds, a fairly small rabbit, but rabbits, just like dogs, come in a variety of breeds. They can be anywhere from 2.5 up to 10, 15, 20 pounds even. Rabbits can be very, very big. Tend to live anywhere from 7 up to 10, even 12 years of age. Overall, very, very healthy animals, easy to take care of. Really the key with any of these guys, but especially with rabbits who are herbivores, so they need plant material, is feeding them grass hay. And grass hay, which is high in fiber, is really important to their health, along with a high fiber grass hay type pellet, because nutrition is so key to keeping them healthy, which is going to allow them to live a long time and be a part of that bond that's so important.
What about their personalities?
Just as capable as a dog or a cat. You know, these guys are all unique, and I like to tell a story about a client of mine who got siblings, a male and a female, and the female was very dependent, wanted to be next to the mom all the time, would follow her around the house, would sit on the floor when she was folding laundry, whereas the young male, very independent, constantly patrolling the house, exploring noises. Sure, he'd come back to mom.
The bunny explored the noises.
Absolutely, yeah, come back to mom, and when it was time to get his loving, but his loving was on his time, and then when he was done, he'd go back to patrolling, back to doing his own thing. So very independent, completely different than his sister, and so their personalities can be just as unique as a dog and cat or as you as I.
That's amazing. Now, one of the things that I was most surprised by, rats as a pet option. This is interesting.
Yeah, rats are, I think, one of the best pet options that are really out there. And the reason I say that is because rats are so intelligent and so easy to take care of. They're basically like little bitty human beings. Very intelligent, very trainable. They're very, very clean animals. They tend to groom themselves really, really well. And again, with proper nutrition, they tend to live a long time. I mean, these guys being little bitty human beings, if you take them to the buffet, they're going to pick out all the stuff that they shouldn't eat, just like you and I. So feeding them right and not giving them the chance to selectively feed, so feeding a uniform pellet is really, really key to these guys.
And what's the lifespan again?
Yeah, these guys with healthy environment or healthy nutrition, 3 to 4 years is not that uncommon at all. And again, a very interactive, sociable pet. You like to crawl up in sleeves and play around there.
Oh, so adorable. Now, what about the guinea pigs? They're so adorable.
Yeah, guinea pigs, again, are another great first pet. They're, again, an herbivore, so a lot like a rabbit. So grass hay, especially like Timothy and Orchard, is really, really a staple of their diet. These guys also, too, are very, very vocal. And a lot of people don't realize that these guys will tell you what they think. They'll squeal when they're excited. They'll purr when they're comfortable. So they'll vocalize when they know it's time to get their treats, or they'll vocalize when mom's coming home. So a very interactive pet. And again, nutrition. These guys don't produce their own vitamin C, so it's important that they get that in their diet. But with proper nutrition, they can live 6, 7, even 8 years of age.
What about handling small pets? If you have a family, what's some of your advice? Probably not doing what I'm doing right now.
Well, honestly, rats are very comfortable in that situation. Rats are very three-dimensional, so they don't mind crawling around, whereas guinea pigs and rabbits, they're more comfortable on the ground, on a flat plane. So understanding the animal, understanding what's comfortable to them, and then keeping them in those situations is important.
And how do you know how to choose which animal is right for you, right for your family?
That's a huge thing. So educating yourself about not only what are the the needs and what are the traits of the animal you're considering, but also what's your family after? Who's going to be the primary caregiver? Talking to the experts, talking to your veterinarian, or garnering information off of a website like Oxbow Animal Health is a great resource to really prepare yourself prior to becoming a pet owner.
It has been so wonderful having you as a guest on our show. Thank you for being here.
You bet.
Now, a special thank you to the Broward Avian and Exotic Animal Hospital and Crazy Cavies for bringing on these special animals. And for our viewers there at home, the website and advice for choosing and caring for an animal, a small animal, check out oxbowanimalhealth.com.